Where'd Dad go? What'd you say?
You know what? Cut the cake. It's not gonna happen.
Yes.
Bob's left. The kids want to left. Who wants to cut the cake?
Dad, you better come up to the front.
We will come one more time.
And you gotta get where you cake.
It's crazy, but it's like, you know, we're scared you're gonna cook tomorrow. We need the picture.
For the obituary.
Yeah, for the obituary.
So,
We need it for the
Here,
obituary.
kids, sit down.
Oh yeah, what? You guys got to
I thought they were going to talk first.
All right, look, we just want to say a few nice words for a minute here before we cut the cake.
Pull forward again a little bit more.
And I think I'm going to speak for all the brothers and sisters.
Some more?
You get to cut the cake, Dad.
Hang on,
All
Dan.
right, look, I'm gonna speak for all the brothers and sisters here. All right. Look, we just want to thank
Love you.
Yeah, we want to thank you both for 75 years. 75 years. Just a minute, okay? 75 years of the sacrifices you made, all the nice things that you taught us. You know, Dad, the work ethic that you taught us was great. We love you for it. Mom, I'll tell you, the kindness, the just everything about you is just, you know, you're good, you know, anything that we need, you're always there. You know, you always listen. We love you for it. And we hope it goes on for another 20 years, all right? So I'll just cut it short that way and say again, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for being who you are.
We love you. We
all right?
love you.
Smile, Ken. That's smile.
Well,
Get back to
Do what I did with it. I think I left the world a better place.
Well, we're thankful.
Jury's out.
We had such
Definitely
wonderful
a
parents.
Still out on that
I have 7 members.
Hey, what? Can you guys grab the knife and cut the cake?
Can other people say things?
one. Absolutely.
Now?
No, no. You're talking to me.
You can wait.
Dad, you
Respect time.
I don't know what the shit is supposed to be.
I didn't either.
I am one of the nieces, Linda Altman, Constance.
Oh, sorry.
And Ken may have learned work ethic. I didn't. I learned vacation, a lot of love, family stuff. And I had the best summer of my life when I was visiting.
Oh, that's really
It was a
beautiful.
great pleasure. Thank you both.
Oh, that's so happy. And I wanted to do so much.
A lot of happy times.
God bless you, Linda.
A lot of happy times. Yep, wonderful life.
I'll tell you what.
Wonderful life.
Somewhere around 1973, give or take, Grandma and Grandpa came to Albuquerque. Dad was in Vietnam, so it was me and my brothers and my mom in Albuquerque. It was a tough time, especially for Mom. Dad was all right in Vietnam, except for the heat. But Grandpa and Grandma came and took us camping.
That was a good trip.
Took us camping up in the Sandia area down the other side of the mountain. And it was, as kids, it was our first real camping trip. And I didn't learn any work ethic from that, but I did learn a fishing ethic. And that fishing ethic has stood with me ever since.
That was a beautiful trip.
And it was followed up by a trip not much after that we went to Wolf Creek Pass. And at Wolf Creek Pass, he and I got up one morning. Everybody else was asleep. We went out fishing and we came back with enough fish to feed everybody breakfast. And before anybody else got up, we had all those fish on the grill. All right?
Yep.
Special morning. My brothers both caught their first fish. And James has turned into a Class A fisherman. He's got a really special talent for that because he caught his first fish at 5 years old.
4.
I think that was about the time you caught your first fish, huh? Only you had to eat it. And, you know, it goes so far beyond the fishing itself, but an appreciation for the outdoors, a love for nature that we learned directly from you. And we wouldn't have learned it from anyone else. And for that, I love you guys.
Amen. Who else would like to get up here and say something while we're doing it? Come on.
And he sure as hell wouldn't have learned it from me.
No.
Anybody else wants to say a few words? Don't be shy.
You come in there, and then when we got down to Wolf Pass,
That was very nice.
you went headed straight for Washington, D.C. No, I don't blame you for it. That was your thing.
Yeah.
We headed for California.
You're a
No, we
lawyer.
went to Grand Canyon, and he flew into the Grand Canyon. To hell with this traveling into a campground stuff.
All right, I'll say, I gotta say something because I definitely, I can tell you that the person I am today, absolutely, 100% has a lot to do with these two. When I was, when I was young, like a lot of people in this room, going through a lot of different things and the divorce and living in different places and all that. In the summer times, Grandma and Grandpa would pick me up, and I don't know if Dad paid them to do that or not, I can't remember, but they would pick me up and they took me on trips, whether it was to California to see Joyce and Lynn and your kids, or whether it was to Maine, or whether it was going down to Florida, and I remember every single one of those trips. I remember all along the way just really experiencing Grandma and Grandpa, two completely different people, which was wonderful because I would learn from Grandpa, I would learn from Grandma, but really the most peaceful memories I have, the most peaceful memories as a child growing up I have were the summers spent with Grandma and Grandpa going to the places that they took me, whether it was in the caboose or whether it was in the back of the pickup truck or whatever it was, and it was just the travels and the experience, and watching these two, watching these two and how they loved each other and they did their thing, and it was awesome traveling with them and loving experience. but you know what? Here's the
Lively
thing, though.
debate.
A lot of bickering, but the next day was a new day, and it was not, well, we bickered and we argued and so that's it. It was, today's another day. There is no, we're together. And I will say too, with Grandpa, there was one time when he gave me some advice and it didn't pay off. And I know that's unusual. The first trout I caught, we were in Colorado, and I got my line stuck. It was a fishing pole he gave me. I got my line stuck. I was by myself, and I left my pole. I didn't know what to do, and I went up and found Grandpa, and I said, Grandpa, my line is stuck. And he said, you never leave your fishing pole. I went back to get my fishing pole, and there was a trout on the line.
Nice. All right. Anybody else?
Well,
Love you.
I'm not going to get up, but I just want to say that.
Get up, come on.
Okay, mostly just that everybody I've ever known has wanted to be part of our family, and for us it was just it's just our family,
Yeah,
It's
many people got warmed
all
by
seven
our
of us,
fire.
but everybody I've ever known, and everybody that's married into the family and even divorced still wants to be part of our family. It's like everybody stays, and I think that we just have something really super fortunate, something really, and I just, it's hard to see from the inside out, but we must have something pretty damn good because from the outside looking in, everybody wants in. So
I know what you have. It's called Coors.
Two special people. Many people have become warmed by your fire all over this country.
it's
Not
a
just
flame that gets
family.
passed. It's a
And I know
torch.
many children have come and been warmed by our fire.
Smile. Thank you.
Happy anniversary.
If we're gonna keep him here.
That's
A fresh beer. Now that's a Dodson girl.
memorable.
Now it could turn into a roast if we wanted to.
You gotta stop.
It hasn't already.
No, that's a lie.
He can walk home.
Well, that's true.
Think now can he cut the
All I
cake?
know is that at that age, I hope I can walk home.
These Karen and Joe with the cameras, they were kids, and we'd had a contract on Joe to get rid of him.
You know.
Because she was only 17, and we didn't want any fellas around. And they've been together for that long, since 17.
That's true.
And if anybody else makes it
Has a
to
shot at
75th
75.
anniversary, it will be them. There has never from the start been anybody in their
Hoorah.
lives but
She didn't get
them.
married.
Each
She didn't
other.
get married till
You
later.
know,
We've been married 31 years.
But we've been living together 36.
Right.
How many?
Yeah. 36
30
years
years
we've
together.
lived together, but we didn't get married until 82. Yeah. But we-
I got her back
I
one
call it
time and she said,
36.
"That's okay, Mother, I'll be 18 next month and you won't have the power." I said, "Honey, go."
Well, you know, it all worked out.
And look at them, they are the happiest two people I know. I don't mean to belittle anybody else, but they have always had something so special, we all know. It's just
He's so
wonderful.
good looking.
It's being warmed by a fire to be with them in their home. Sometimes we only had a room when we visited them. But
Oh, all those trips, you guys had come in the camper
And
and
you know
park in
what?
the alley
This
in
guy I
Chinatown.
went on a
We were living in a
contract on is the
one-room
love of our
hotel.
life. Everyone in
Yeah.
our family loves him dearly.
This is all about me now, okay?
Love Joseph.
Well, we all had a lot of
I
wonderful,
told his
good
daughter.
years with you.
The first time I saw him, he wore these big red sneakers, and I said, "I hope that one doesn't stick around too long."
There he is.
He still likes the red
I had the
sneakers.
most years
Yes.
because I've been
We were
there
first.
for all but the first 9 months.
That's right.
So I've been
You're the
around
longest.
more than
Right.
74.
I thought it was 7 months.
I was gonna say that.
Troublemaker at heart.
Because her mom told her not to go with that guy at 18.
There wasn't a man in this
Nothing will
world
come of
good enough for my daughters.
Nothing will come of it.
There was nobody good enough.
Well, her mother said it wouldn't last
It
6
wouldn't
months.
last.
She was right.
75 years.
Nobody else has anything to say?
Yeah, cut the cake.
Cake.
Shut it off.
Ah,
Now you
okay.
can cut the
Now
cake.
you can cut the cake.
Wonderful years, wonderful years. We love you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Wow. Easy to find
Okay, I'm getting.
wonderful people when they're nice like you guys.
Oh, we've all had our problems.
Oh, you were a good teacher.
Well, I can't think of a better example than 75 years.
Yeah, that's for sure.
75 is pretty damn
Because
long.
it hasn't been easy all the time, I know that.
You know it hasn't been easy.
I was a cakewalk.
Well, then let's cut a cake.
Yeah, cut the cake.
Let me
Cake.
get out of the way here so
Cake.
you
Oh, you can
You both
cut
do
it.
it. You
You're
grab
gonna
the
Yeah, you
cut
stay
the
right
knife.
there.
Put your
Stay right
hands
where you
together
are.
on the knife.
cut the cake.
You're going to swivel your chair around.
And then both of you'll put your hands on the knife, right?
Yep.
Is that how that works, Joyce?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't
That's
that
nice. And I don't want to be in the way of anybody's photos.
Okay, Dad?
Give it a rip.
Down here. Push my hand down. Not up.
There it is.
Thank you.
You guys did that once, right? A while ago?
You'll probably never have to do it
No.
again, don't worry.
No. The wedding cake. This is their first wedding cake.
I haven't seen those before. The young people around here.
And I just heard that it was Aunt Grace's daughter who was baking the cake.
We used to call those spats.
Failed.
Before the time of cake mix. Before the
Yeah.
time of beaters and mixers.
Okay, let's start serving people cake.
Wow.
All right.
You saved them, huh?
If you back up.
Aunt Grace was.
Well, that's a Dodson trait. Save everything.
Great Aunt Grace. Okay, there you go. Yep. Great Aunt Grace.